Well, it was welcome weekend at Ohio State, our first day, because we both were transfers. So we kind of got with some friends, and my friend told me we were going to a party, and you know, I'm all down for a party.
Heartbeat in the quiet, spotlight in an empty room, a song in the silence, my dreams coming to view.
Once we got to the party, we kind of met up. This group of girls that was walking at the same time as us, and Tori was in that group. And so we kind of like started intermingling a little bit, and there were a ton of people there. So like all the game tables were taken up, and they had just an open flip cup table on the front porch.
I decided that the sides were a little unfair because I was on the losing team. And I saw a cute guy on the winning team and said, I think we should switch teams. So we switched teams, and I was like, I'm going over there. And we kind of started talking.
And then she went to wipe off the table because it was getting wet, and just flung this huge cup of fruit punch just all over my shorts. And so it just stained them red.
I see you now with you. You'll never be the same. The start of my heart, the river washing over you. Came and changed everything.
Oh, my grandma will know how to get that out.
So I was literally just had salmon colored shorts for like the rest of the night. That's really what got us like kicked off. And so we literally talked the rest of the night.
Ultimately, though, it was Scott's mother, Cindy, who removed the stain from those shorts. So you see, we had both sides of the family involved already. Sign of things to come, for sure. Instead of this somewhat unfortunate incident alienating them, they continued and stayed together not only the rest of the night, but every day since then.
I see you now with you. Came and changed everything.
Looking back at how far we have come and what we have been through together, it's hard to believe it has been 6 years. I think about our first Ohio State games, my first Skyline experience, eating the pad pizza together in my dorm with a pint of Cold Stone ice cream, dates to the dining halls between classes, trips to Petland when we were stressed, long distance, many adventures, and the first time I told you I loved you in Fountain Square on New Year's Eve, all building up to November 13th, 2021.
I thought long and hard about what I wanted to say in this letter and the promises I wanted to make. I promised to put my needs and desires no higher than yours. I promised to be the shoulder to lean on when you need it and look to you when I need the same. I promised to keep our relationship as my most prized possession, working to always protect what we have. Most importantly, I promised to never stop building on the foundation that we have spent the last 5 years creating. I can't wait to continue making this life ours.
I see you now.
Okay, can I look at this later? I'll look at it later. Thanks, guys. That was so nice of you, but I know this letter's coming.
Though I didn't need more proof of how great he was for Tori, everything really fell into place when we lost him at the party 6 hours later. We found him shaking his Eat More Chicken tail feathers in the corner alone to our favorite Taylor Swift song. And in that moment, I knew it was time to step down as Tori's boyfriend and accepted that there was no one better for her than this wild, cow suit wearing, bobby pin fetching, Taylor Swift loving man.
We eventually went on our first date, and so that was at the zoo lights at the Columbus Zoo. And at the time I was driving a 2005 Pontiac Sunfire that had been like hit a couple times.
And we're sitting in this long line of traffic trying to get into the zoo, and all of a sudden the car stops.
So I was just standing there. I knew what happened, but I was just like staring straight ahead because I didn't want to say anything. And then she was like, did your car just turn off? And I was like, yes.
Pushed us to the side, gave us a jump. We still made it to the zoo lights. All was well, and it kind of just kept going from there.
But now I drive a Camry instead of Sunfire.
Our journey from kindergarten field trips to long hot days on the softball field to long weekends listening to hip hop through gymnasiums to multiple college move-ins and graduations. These events have shaped me as a father and us as a family. I am so thankful for all of these things and learning how to be a father as we went.
We dated for 5 years, and I was starting to be like, you know, here's some rings I like.
And so I was thinking like, man, like I gotta hurry up and get this because I'm not gonna be in like a cooler place to do this than St. Thomas. So I ended up getting the ring. We went out there and I talked to Chad and I asked him for permission to marry her while I was there. And so we kind of brainstormed a little bit and we eventually decided we would do family pictures.
We're on the beach getting our pictures, and the photographer was like, I'm gonna have the boyfriend step out because, you know, just in case I like to get some of just the family. And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, if you would have done something before this vacation, you wouldn't be kicked out.
So like right after that was when like the photographer like started, like she was telling us like get up close, and that's when I started like talking to her, like giving my little speech.
He was like talking to me, and I'm like, she's trying to take our picture. and I realized like what he's saying. And Celia's just bawling her eyes out.
It is my honor and privilege to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When he told me about how they first met, all I could think about was why he thought it was a good idea to wear white shorts to a slew of frat parties at Ohio State. And I wasn't even thinking about the fact that he met the love of his life that night. I first met Tori during Dominic's senior bar crawl at Ohio State in 2017, and I instantly understood why Scott was smitten with her. Tori's beautiful, smart, kind, and very, very outgoing.
I could not picture a better fit for Tori because their dance moves complement each other so well. as you all will get the chance to see here in just a few minutes. But don't worry, their great looks and love for each other definitely make up for it.